Assalamualaikum and good morning. Welcome back to our online class. I'm ready. Are you ready? Good. Let's start the class. Cotton, leather, wool. Cotton, leather, wool. Okay. All of these, we call them materials. Materials. Maksudnya, materials, it means in bahasa Melayu, maksudnya dalam bahasa Melayu adalah bahan-bahan. Okay. There are a lot of clothes in our wardrobe. Terdapat banyak pakaian dalam almari baju kita. Do you want to know what are they made of? Awak nak tahu tak apa dianya dibuat daripada apa? Okay. So, let me tell you about cotton, leather, and wool. Okay. Let's start with cotton. Okay, cotton first. Okay, cotton in bahasa Melayu, it means kapas. Dalam bahasa Melayu, cotton ni maksudnya kapas. Okay, cotton comes from plants. Again, cotton comes from plants. These are cotton plants. Inilah pokok kapas. Okay, we don't plant cotton in Malaysia. Kita tak tanam pokok kapas ni di Malaysia. Okay, ianya terdapat di negara-negara seperti India, okay, and then China, United States of America, dan beberapa buah negara lain juga. Okay, tak ada di Malaysia. Right. Let's watch few videos, okay, on how they pluck or how they collect the cotton. Okay, kita tengok beberapa video ni yang menunjukkan bagaimana mereka petik cotton ni, kapas, ataupun macam mana mereka gunakan mesin untuk kutip kapas-kapas yang banyak ni. These are a few clothes that are made of cotton. Okay, like t-shirt, okay, and then socks, okay, cap, also made of cotton. Okay, so t-shirt, socks, cap made of cotton. Right, ini pakaian-pakaian yang kamu biasa pakai yang diperbuat daripada kapas. Alright, so remember, please remember, tolong ingat, cotton comes from plants. Cotton comes from plants. Okay? Next, leather. Okay, leather. Leather in bahasa Melayu, it calls kulit. Dalam bahasa Melayu kita panggil leather ni kulit. Alright. So, leather comes from cows. Leather comes from cows. Kulit ni asalnya daripada lembu. Right? Okay. So, negara yang mengeluarkan, country that produce leather, such as China, okay, Italy, and then India, and etc. Dan banyak lagi negara lain yang mengeluarkan kulit. Okay, Malaysia ada juga hasilkan kulit daripada lembu, tapi tak banyak lah, tak sebanyak negara-negara yang teacher sebutkan tadi, like China, Italy, Brazil, and so on. Okay, India, and so on. Let's watch a video how leather is made. Jom kita tonton sebuah video bagaimana kulit ini dibuat. Alright? clothes that are made of leather, okay, such as jacket and shoes. With me, I have leather shoes. Okay, leather shoes. Alright. So, remember, leathers come from cows. Leather come from cows. Kulit datangnya daripada lembu. Alright, the last material is wool. Okay, so wool comes from sheep. Wool comes from sheep. Okay, wool ni maksud it means bulu dalam bahasa Melayu. Okay, wool ni datangnya daripada kambing biri-biri. Ya, yang sangat unik. Okay, dan dianya juga tidak dapat di Malaysia. Kita tak hasilkan wool ni dekat Malaysia. Dianya juga dihasilkan di luar negara. Right? Okay, so let's watch a video on how they shave the sheep and then they turn the wool into yarn and also into a clothes. Okay, kita tengok video ni bagaimana dia cukur bulu kambing biri-biri dan seterusnya dijadikan ianya pakaian. Okay.
Sheep shearers use power shears, removing the fleece in one piece. They discard any stained or inferior wool and then sort the rest according to the quality of the fibers. This grading is based on length, color, waviness, and fineness. The wool is cleaned with detergents before processing. The wool arrives at the factory in compressed bales. Workers untie them and feed the wool into the opening equipment, whose metal tooth rollers comb out and separate the fibers. From there, the fibers go into the blending room, where air currents mix different grades of wool to get the desired texture. If they'll be weaving a wool blend, they mix the wool fibers with other materials, such as polyester fibers. A thorough blending takes about an hour. An air pipe transports the blended fibers to the next station. On the way, sprayers lubricate them with the mineral oil mixture to make processing easier. The fibers arrive at the carding machine, where they pass through a series of rollers with thin wire teeth. This untangles the fibers and lines them up parallel to each other. This process also removes any pieces of debris caught in the fibers. The carding process produces a smooth, flat sheet called a web. The equipment divides this web into thin, flat strips. These strips go through rub aprons, two rollers that twirl them into thinner, rounded strips called rovings. The rovings wind onto a spool. Rovings look like yarn, but if you pull on them, they simply tear. They haven't been spun, so they have no strength. Each roving goes into a device called a spinning frame. It stretches the roving and spins it tightly, producing wool yarn. The yarn winds onto a bobbin. Spinning gives the yarn strength. Now they can weave it into wool fabric. A fully automated loom does it all. Watch in slow motion as it inserts one strand at a time, crosswise, through stationary lengthwise strands. It's computer programmed to thread in a specific under-over configuration, according to the type of weave. The loom inserts 400 strands per minute. After weaving, they burn off vegetal matter, such as straw fragments. Then they dye and dry the fabric. All wool fabrics undergo finishing to give them a particular appearance and feel. These spiked rollers created a plush finish. Wool fabrics can also have a sheared or flat finish.
These are few clothes that are made of wool. Okay, ini beberapa pakaian yang diperbuat daripada bulu kambing biri-biri. Okay, like a sweater. Okay, you can see the man wearing sweater and also gloves. Okay, with me I have this wool gloves. Ini memang lain, dia sangat tebal. Dan juga kainnya memang kalau kita pakai pun dia akan buat kita rasa sangat selesa. Okay? So remember, wool comes from sheep. Wool comes from sheep. Okay? Okay, before we end our class, right? There are one more thing. Okay, there is one more thing that I want you to remember. Okay, cotton is cool, leather is strong, wool is warm. Cotton is cool, leather is strong. Okay, while wool is warm. Okay, maksudnya cotton, kapas ni buat kita rasa sejuk, rasa nyaman. Okay, leather is strong. Maksudnya kulit ni kuat. Tarik dia macam mana pun dia sangat kuat. Okay, and then lastly, wool is warm. Okay, bulu kambing biru-biru ni buatkan kita rasa suam macam tu. Okay, sebab tu ini digunakan untuk sweater dan juga untuk gloves. Okay, masa musim sejuk, musim salji di luar negara. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and goodbye.